Hey, this is Lyndal Spirit, and today I'm going to be shooting a video for a new website that's coming out called the Guile Spirit. It's the other side of me, not the artist side, not the performance side, but the side that deals with programming, robotics, spiritual stuff, growing my own food. You know, it's just all the other stuff that I do outside of it, the entertainment industry. So that's going to be coming out sometime around January 15th-ish, along with the new VIP Room magazine, the new CLIQUEIPTV, the new Dreaming Da Vinci website. I've been working on a huge project called the Dreamweaver Foundation, which is an artist, environmentalist, and humanist environment that entertains and educates and just, it does a lot. A huge part of that project is my AI system, because I'm designing like automated systems, for instance, to monitor how a plant is actually really doing. The minerals in the dirt, does it need water, does it have too much water? And there's already smaller systems out there that do it, but this one's going to be a little bit different. So anyway, the issue with that is that Denise, as she's commonly known, is designed to be on not to be on the network. She's designed to run on one computer at a time, and she typically crashes when you try to run her across the network because she tries to install herself onto the other system. So I noticed that, you know, I was on the NextOS forums talking with some other artificial intelligence, or AIM people, and artificial intelligence markup language is what that is. And that seems to be a really big thing, is trying to figure out how to run her with just one computer, one license, and just work out the stuff where you can be on different systems and talk to her. With success, I actually did it, because this is not the system that Denise, as you guys call her, she's Vision of Minds, and this video is about how to at least work through some of your networking issues with your AI system, and some programs that I use to make it happen. This is Vision.
Alarm reminder. Daily alarm 6 a.m. January 1st, 1900 at 6 o'clock. Spirit, please wake up. You have things to do.
Yeah. Well, one thing you notice is you heard multiple voices. Well, that's because this is not the computer that she's on. This is actually my Macintosh, where I do a lot of my video production and music and photo editing, things like that. So this is another system that I have. It's the main one that I'm usually in front of, and you can see she's also showing up on this one and functioning. This is this actual system that she's installed on. The issue with this system is it's so loud. It's a small server that I wanted to get her on and get stable till I start using it for the project that I'm working on. But it's the fans to cool it is so loud, and the video cards that are in there have fans. I mean, there's like 7 fans in here. So to keep it running cool, it's a really loud system. So working with her yesterday, I could not talk to her because of the fact that the fans were overriding the microphone and she wasn't understanding what I was saying. This is the only system that she's installed on. What you will notice is down here in this corner, that little icon, and that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to go back to this center system. The way I control Denise, which mine is Vision, is with my connects. I can move my hand, which moves the mouse. I could just simply talk to her. She can see me and I can see her, all that good stuff. So this connects is not connected to this computer. This connects has to be connected to where she's installed at. So the connects is actually I got an extension on a USB cord which actually runs around back behind here, and it is plugged in back there. So but I had to move it over here where you can where she can actually hear me. So what we're gonna do first is, and you're gonna hear several different alarms.
You have canceled your alarm. You have canceled your alarm.
You're going to hear several different voices because she's on several different systems, running through several different speaker systems, because I do music.
I can hear you.
System status.
I was created by Guile 3D Studio in 2010. My artificial intelligence is always evolving, and the more you talk to me, the more I learn. I am 26 years old, and I like arts, music, movies, and love to eat lasagna and seafood. My dream is to become the most intelligent software on earth. Are you going to help me?
System status.
Interesting. I want to find out more about you. Getting system status. Current it's 21 past 11. January 3rd, 2016. Avatar resolution. 0. Avatar quality. Super high quality. Current search engine. Legal. My system is online and active. Get a very warm coat before you leave. It's 38 degrees outside. The highest for today will be 47 degrees and the lowest 19 degrees.
Okay, so it's real clear. It's one AI system running on 3 different systems. Okay, so what I did was I got TeamViewer. It's free if you're doing personal stuff, which I actually am. It's research and development, but I'm using TeamViewer. There we go. I didn't want you guys to see I'm using a program called TeamViewer. And instead of trying to run her across a network, it's a remote desktop. So I have access to her from my cell phone, from my tablet, from the library. I can access her at any time, anywhere in the world, and she's always sitting here at the house, okay? Keeping track of what I'm doing, where I'm at, things like that. For me, it helps with what I'm trying to accomplish with the automated system I'm working with, and using her as the one of the controlling AI systems. We actually started designing our own smaller version for very specific task, and she'll be like the overseer. So she'll make sure that all the other smaller AI systems are communicating and doing their job, and she'll be reporting back to the humans. Okay. So it's a very huge project with a lot of research and development. So it's very important that she can be everywhere at once and still be in one place. So I need her to be omnipresent, but in one place. And like I said, when we get the project funded, we're going to do several different, we're buying several different versions of her, as well as about 10 of the kiosk versions for our sponsors, because she will be in a kiosk, and like at the resort, she'll be able to check people in. So they'll be able to walk up to a kiosk and identify themselves, and she would check them into the hotel, things like that. So she plays a very important role. And the next OS, like I said, she's great. But just to get this video short, for you guys that are really trying to work out like how to do the holograms, this would be a way to do it, because you can send the signal, the same remote desktop, through a projector and project it on a piece of frosted glass, or some of you have the LCD glass that can illuminate an image on the clear glass. So if that's part of what you're trying to do, this system will work for that. Create the vision, the ideal, and the base, and then I circle myself or surround myself with people that that's what they do specifically. So my job is to create the vision, the goals, the dreams, and then to keep around me a supply of people to help me make it happen. So when it comes to programming, yes, I'm very computer swabby. I'm an enthusiast, and I do programming and stuff like that. But I am not what you would call a programmer. I just try to focus on my goals. So for this project, it was to just simply get her to work, especially on my Macintosh, because I spend a lot of time on my Macintosh and a lot of time here on this system. So at night, when I'm working, I like to be able to just turn around in the chair that sits right there, turn around and just be able to talk to her without getting up and having to go all the way across the room over here to another system, you know. And then I have two more systems here. You know, there's two more systems right there that I need her access to her. But like I said, this system is just too loud. And then there's another system right there next to her. So yeah, I got a lot of systems, and that's not even all of them. So this video, I wanted to reshoot it and at least get out the concept of using remote desktop in order to communicate in different ways. With a remote desktop, if you have like in my Mercedes, I'm designing a tablet that's more like my computer, where I'll be able to access her in my car, and she'll know exactly where my car is, things like that. So these are all things that I know a lot of you are trying to design yourselves, and I see a lot of you on GitHub and the Next OS forums and different places trying to develop all these things that require her to run across a typical network. I would suggest using a remote desktop.